And what's good, everybody? Glad to have you guys back in the stream. Good morning. Happy early afternoon if you guys are out on the East Coast, and welcome back into Behind the Arc Basketball. Top 25 matchup going down today for college hoops. This one is at the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona, neutral court, as the number 25 ranked Texas Tech Red Raiders, new to the top 25, will take on the number 5 ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs in this matchup today. And welcome back on the stream, everybody, being a part here once again in this matchup. Texas Tech comes in with a record of 8-1 this season. They have one of the easiest schedules in all college basketball. Their first 6 victories were against mid-major programs. Their only loss was at Providence on the 1st of December for Texas Tech. They have a victory over Tennessee in the Jimmy V Classic, so they've only played 2 power conference teams so far this season. Gonzaga from the WCC, but the exception because of always being inside the top 25 for Gonzaga. And the 2 marks going up against each other as head coaches. Mark Few, Mark Adams, new head coach for Texas Tech. And hopefully it's going to be a good one tonight, or today in this matchup here. Drew Timme, big name to know. Chet Holmgren. These are the top players for Gonzaga inside the front court, and they are dominant. Number 1 team inside shooting this season in all college basketball for Gonzaga. Also, Julian Strawther's been really well. He's the number 2 scorer, putting up around 14 points per game. All 3 of those players I just listed, Timme, Holmgren, and Strawther, are all averaging at least 6 rebounds per game this season. Texas Tech led by 2 key players averaging 10 shots per game. That's Kevin McCullough and Terrence Shannon Jr., both tied for the top scorer, just above 14 points per game this season. Oh, wow, freezing over where Jose is. Stay warm there, man. Yeah, it's got cold where I am today. Yesterday it was like 60, and today it's like freezing rain right now. I think it's like 35 where we are. Texas Tech is stacked by their defense, top 25 nationally, and they held Tennessee to under 25% shooting in their lone victory against a power conference opponent. Gonzaga scored at least 80 points per game in 9 out of the 10 games so far this season. Only game they were held below 80 was against Tarleton, and that was a close game for a while. They ended up winning 64-55. Braden, welcome back in, man. Things going pretty well. So we're going to tip off in a couple moments. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe right now on the pregame, and tip off coming to you guys, and I believe about 3-4 minutes from now, we'll get this game rolling. Gonzaga, 2-2 against power conference teams, all top 25 opponents. First 2 games they won. They beat Texas by 12. They won by 20 over UCLA. Big difference in this game could be point guard play. Andrew Nembhard struggled against Duke and Alabama, as he only had 10 points combined in those 2 losses. Shot the ball 4 for 14 from the floor, and he had 9. And he had, out of those games, he had 9 turnovers to those 10 points. In the games against UCLA and Texas, where they both won, Nembhard dropped down 24 points against UCLA, a season high, and he scored 33 points combined in those 2 games to just 4 total turnovers. So, big key today in this matchup is going to be at the point guard position, setting up his players inside, Timme and Holmgren, as they have the size advantage going into this matchup here. Texas Tech is pretty good on the glass. Gonzaga's top 15 on the glass. Texas Tech, I believe, is top 25. Malika, welcome back in. Glad to have you guys in the stream today for this one. Texas Tech, a physical type of team. They struggled to knock down their shots. Against Providence and Tennessee, they were held to shoot the ball really low from the floor at 34%, 41 makes out of 119 attempts by Texas Tech. They struggle from 3 as well, but their defense is going to have to be the big key in this game to limit Gonzaga, because if Gonzaga gets out on a run, Gonzaga leading, and then they keep on extending the lead, it's going to get tough in this type of matchup here, because Texas Tech would like to slow down the tempo. They play like around 250th in college basketball per adjusted tempo. Gonzaga entering this matchup is inside the top 20 in adjusted tempo. So Gonzaga is going to keep on trying to put up the points, running the offense and running down the floor to put up those points. Both teams have 4 players in the starting unit averaging at least 10 points per game this season. Or Texas Tech will have 1 player not inside the starting lineup that they usually have. That's Terrence Shannon. Yeah, I just looked. Terrence, they had him on the court. I got the starting 5 from here. And yeah, Terrence Shannon's not out there right now. So the top 2 scorers, Terrence Shannon and Kevin McCullough. It's going to have to be a big game with Kevin McCullough. Yeah, that was an incredible game last night. Adonis Arms will get the start in place of Terrence Shannon in this matchup. Starting 5 looks like this for Texas Tech. Davion Warren, Kevin McCullough, Adonis Arms, Kevin O'Banner, Bryson Williams. A couple of key transfers. Bryson Williams came over from UTEP. Davion Warren came over from Hampton. Kevin O'Banner from Oral Roberts. Off the bench, they have Sardar Calhoun, transfer from Florida State. Starting 5 today for Gonzaga, Julian Strother, Andrew Nemhard, Rasir Bolton, who's a transfer from Iowa State, Drew Timme, and the number 1 recruit for the class of 2021, Jet Holmgren. Gonzaga with the white uniforms, dark blue numbers, dark blue letters, red outline. Texas Tech red jerseys, white numbers, white letters, black outline. As we're about to get ready to tip off in just a moment here between these 2 teams. Bradley, welcome back in here, man. Hopefully it should be a good game today. Texas Tech's going to have to play spectacular defense and make their shots in this type of matchup. Gonzaga comes in with a top 10 team offensively, putting up over 85 points on the board. Texas Tech's putting up around 81 points on the board, but struggling offensively in their 2 games against Providence. Their only loss in the season at the Dunk and versus Tennessee, able to grind it out as they scored 57 points that needed overtime, beat Tennessee 57-52. As this game tips off, and we are underway. Gonzaga goes right to left in the court as they have the ball first. It's Nemhard at the left wing, passes inside off to Timme, and Timme immediately falls. The clock will stop. 10 seconds through. That's one big key that Texas Tech really has to watch out for. Their top scorer, Kevin McCullough, he averages over 3 falls per game, so he's the one who needs to just stay out of foul trouble. It's Davion Warren who picks up a quick foul. And that's a size advantage that they're going to go to all game long with Timme. Davion Warren listed at 6'6", and Timme knocks down the first free throw. Oh, man. I was looking at ESPN for how to lay out the game. CBS puts it completely different. So if you're watching on CBS, Texas Tech's the team to the left, which if you're doing a scoreboard, that means they're the team at the top. So this is completely opposite of what I'm seeing right now. I'm always used, because I went by ESPN, where ESPN listed Gonzaga first and then Texas Tech at the bottom. Texas Tech has it at the right block. They back their way inside. It's number 25, Adonis Arms. Puts up the shot, and he gets fouled. First personal foul picked up by Gonzaga. It's on Julian Strother. Hey, that sounds good there, Jose. It's great there, man. Taco meat with beans and coffee. So Terrence Shannon has played 6 games this season. He happens to be out in this matchup. That is huge. So that's the reason why Gonzaga on the point spread went from an 8.5 point favorite to a 10-point favorite entering this game. Adonis Arms shooting 2 at the line for Texas Tech. First shot missed. Second shot is good. 1-1 is the matchup. Gonzaga's been on a layoff for quite a bit. They haven't played in 9 days. Their last game, they beat Merrimack 80-55, as that's a 3 tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Red Raiders. It will stay Gonzaga ball. Firing away from 3. That's an air ball. No good by Strother. Rebound for Texas Tech. At the right wing, Warren. Bounce pass deflected out of bounds by Timme. It will stay. Red Raider basketball. Looking for O'Banner at the near corner. .19:07 left to go in the first. We're still not even a minute through the game so far. It's been a couple of clock stoppages. Jumper, left baseline, Jay hits it for the leading score for the Red Raiders. Kevin McCullough puts Texas Tech on top. Gonzaga has it at the top of the key. Holmgren slides it out to the right wing into the hands of Nembhard. Back over to Chet. Chet double teamed. Passes. Nice find. And a finish. Julian Strother lays it up and in for 2. What tremendous vision right there by Chet Holmgren. And there you go. The number 1 recruit for the class of 2021. 18.5 left to go in the first. Missed 3, top of the key, no good. By the Red Raiders by Bryson Williams. Rebound to Gonzaga. Bounce pass into the hands of Timmy. Timmy has it at the left elbow. Swings it out to the top. They make the extra pass. Right corner. Bolton fires away from 3. Missed off the mark. Tipped up by Timmy out of bounds. Timmy looking for a rebounding fall by Texas Tech. No call though. It went out of bounds off of Timmy last. And it will be Texas Tech ball. Chet Holmgren, as we see in the replay, automatically gets double-teamed to the right block, and he fires it for a cutter to the bucket. It was by Strother who laid it up and in. Left corner 3, missed off the mark by O'Banner. They're being aggressive so far in this game for the Red Raiders. Holmgren out to the left wing. Nembhard, he's open. Around the perimeter, back out to the top. Chet, pump fake. Dribbles top of the free throw circle, and a reach-in picked up by McCullough. That's his first. McCullough needs to stay out of foul trouble if he wants to give Texas Tech any hope living chance in this game, as it looks like he's a little dinged up with his eye too, but still on the court. Inbound for Gonzaga, 2 minutes through, under 18 minutes left to go. Out to the top, Holmgren takes the 3 straight away, knocks it down. That's good for the triple. Chet getting in on the action, doing everything so far. 6-3 Gonzaga. Chet with an assist. The previous scoring play before that takes a 3 at the top and drills it. Texas Tech with the ball. 17.5 left to go in the first. Davey on the board. Dribble drive. Down the paint. Kick out to the left corner. 3 launched in the air by Arms. Hits it right back. We're tied up at 6. Some good time shooting. Last 2 possessions. Holmgren again at the top of the key. Moves it out to Bolton. Bolton at the left wing. Weaves his way into the paint. Slides it out to Nembhard. Launches open 3. Around the rim. No good. The follow is good though. Nobody boxing out Julian Strother. And that's good for the tip in for 2. Bill, welcome back to the streamer, man. Yeah, unfortunate last night. It was what crushed them was the free throws, and then also that foul by Marcus Smart. And then thinking about it, Tatum too, how there was a play at the end of the third quarter where he just refused to give up the ball and went for a terrible shot. So a lot of mistakes that they could have won the game but left points off the board. Here's a block by Gonzaga. So it goes right back to the Zags of the left wing. Strother takes a 3, hit the rim short, no good. Rebound back to Texas Tech. 16.5 left to go in the first. At the left wing, it is McCullough. McCullough moves it out to the top into the hands of Bryson Williams. Around the perimeter, it's Arms. Arms defended 1-on-1 by Strother. Now switched by Timmy. 1-on-1 right wing crossover. Dribbles up by Arms. Bounce pass to nobody. And there's a reach and fall before that by Bolton. Texas Tech gets lucky. Bolton picks up his first personal foul. $16:08 left to go in the first. Holmgren guarding the inbound. Texas Tech looks to pass it out. They move it out to the corner to McCullough. McCullough at the right corner backs his way on Nembhard. He takes a deep 2 jumper, contested off the back rim. Holmgren with a strong rebound, soaring up and ripping it away. Here goes Holmgren with the handles up the court. Moves it out to Strother, shovels it over to the top into the hands of Nembhard. Nembhard at the left wing, he attacks. Down the paint, passes over to Strother, floats one up with open space and gets it to go for 2. 10-6 Gonzaga. Julian Strother, he's got 60% of the points right now. 6 points out of the 10. He had 15 points, 13 of those in the second half in their last victory 9 days ago against Merrimack. At the free throw circle, Clarence Nadolny, number 3, into the game for the first time today. It's Kevin McCullough who has it. He drives on the paint. Get that out of there. Chet Holmgren with a major rejection. They get it back, though. Santos Silva gives it over to McCullough. Shot clock winding down. Deep jumper. Step back, missed. Offensive rebound for a moment. Pinwheels around back to the perimeter where McCullough picks it up. They move it out to the right wing. Adonis Arms defended by Strother 1-on-1. Arms at the top of the key. Gets the start today for Terrence Shannon. Extra pass, Santos Silva. He is defended underneath in the paint by Timmy and Holmgren, and that will be a turnover. Travel by Marcus Santos Silva, Texas Tech. Gonzaga going to have the basketball coming up, an immediate timeout firsthand here as Gonzaga leads early 10-6. Big boy basketball on the court right now. We see from Chet Holmgren making a big impact right out of the gate in this game. Holmgren, 5 points. Holmgren's got 3 points in 5 minutes, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, which he was double teamed, and passed to a cutter, and then he's got a block on that last possession. And Texas Tech has gone stone cold, 0 for 4 last 4 shots, 1 for 7 on their last 7 shot attempts, and they're on a 2.5 minute scoring drought. Hey, there you go. Sounds good there, Jose. That sounds really good. Some Mexican cookies. Vaughn, welcome back to the stream. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. On the scoreboard, it's only a 2-possession game, 10-6. It seems like it's a bigger lead for Gonzaga than it really is right now. Quick update, a couple other scores out college basketball at the moment. Purdue leading Butler 41-21. St. John's up at the half against Pittsburgh 34-31. Illinois leading St. Francis of Pennsylvania 17-11. And South Florida leading Florida 10-3. Yeah, I'm just doing this game today because I'm working later. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream. I posted in the community tab last night, though, about this game because I posted it that I was going to do Celtics yesterday and then follow it up with this game today. But this will be the only game I plan on covering today. What's good, Brian? Welcome back to the stream here, man. Glad to have you guys back in today. Yeah, Lakers got smoked against Minnesota. Yeah, Brian's been on the channel for quite a while. If you're interested in a mod here, man, let me know. I can hit you up with a mod. Thanks so much for coming out, supporting these streams, as you've been on the channel for quite a bit now. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Right now, we're on a media timeout. 14:53 left to go first half. Karl-Anthony Towns last night, because I saw the first half of the game. He was playing with a ton of emotion. Minnesota never usually gets put on national TV. And a big game, national TV against the Lakers, chance for the whole country to see. And man, Karl-Anthony Towns, he had a massive game yesterday. The Reaper, welcome back to the stream here, man. Yeah, they're playing Oregon. Wow, 10 o'clock at night. Oregon's been a huge disappointment. Yeah, sure, I'll hit you up on one, Brian. What the moderator does is if anybody puts, like, anything, like, inappropriate in the chat, you're able to, like, remove it in the chat. If they keep on spamming, like, if they keep on repeating words over and over again, it will lead to, like, a timeout. And then if they get, like, a warning, then... If they get, like, a warning from spamming and keep on doing it, then they'll eventually get hidden. 14.5 left to go. We're back to action. Timmy is triple-teamed and fouled, as Drew Timmy will shoot 2 coming up at the free-throw line. It's Adonis Arms who... Okay, Adonis Arms was the one who had the 2 free throws before that. Yeah, it's Adonis Arms who has picked up the fall on Timmy, so Timmy will shoot 2. First shot good. It seems like it's a bigger lead for Gonzaga than just a 5-point game. They've been having a tough time from 3 this season. And last year, late in the tournament, they struggled for 3, but most of it was from Corey Kispert from last year. Dump it off inside, and before on the Texas Tech possession, it will result in a Gonzaga foul. Reaching in, Straughter So Strother picks up his second personal foul, and he's going to head to the bench. That was just something that they had me do for the month of November for the sponsorship. That they said that they'd reach out to me some other time when they know what they're doing for the sponsorship. So hopefully they'll be back coming up within the next few months. Hopefully that'll be pretty cool, because that was awesome, helping them out promote their campaign. But they seem pleased by it as this ball gets stripped away. Nembhard picks up the steal, passes out in transition. Nolan Hickman, freshman, puts it up off the glass, missed it, no good. Rebound back to Texas Tech. 12-6 to score, and they move it out right corner. Adonis Arms dribbles right baseline, bounce pass left baseline into the key. Nice find. Kevin O'Banner over to Bryson Williams, who scores. Some nice ball movement right there. Gonzaga struggling from the perimeter. Nembhard bounce pass into the hands to Timmy. Timmy defended at the left baseline, moves it out to the top three. Off the back rim, missed, no good by Nolan Hickman. They keep on taking threes. They're just 1 for 7 so far today from the outside. Texas Tech can get right back into this one with a 1-point game if they make a 3. Instead, they're going to go and float up a 2. And it goes off the back rim, rolls around the rim, and no good by Williams. Had an opportunity to go down, and that rim wasn't too happy with that basketball. Gonzaga has it up the court, and Nembhard gets called for the turnover. Hey, thanks so much, Brian. Appreciate it for the support here on the stream. You deserve it here, brother. Yeah, that was a good time when I was doing that TBPN campaign through November. They only had me do it for 1 month. They told me though that they were interested for me to help them out and do other months too, but haven't reached back to me just yet about that. Swarmed in the key is Texas Tech. They get stripped. They get it back. Puts up the shot. Tough defense by Gonzaga, but tipped out of bounds by Salas. Off the missed shot by Arms. I'm not sure just yet for Christmas. It would be basketball for Christmas. I might. All depends on if I'm home that day. Texas Tech gets the inbound. 13 minutes left to go, first half. At the left corner, Arms gives it out to the top of the key. It's into the hands to Clarence Nadolny. Nadolny off of a double team passes out to a Banner. Bounce pass, right baseline dribble. Marcus Santos Silva has space, couldn't finish at the rim, and tipped around, and wow, with the handles behind his back, able to pick up the offensive rebound. McCullough puts it outside, and another missed 3 by Texas Tech. Both of these teams struggling, combining just 2 for 11 from 3-point range. Gonzaga with a possession. They hand it off to Nembhard. Nembhard at the top, 1-on-1, dribbles up, takes the 3-point shot straight away. Splash, that's good. They need a lot of great point guard play on the number 3 today. And that's his first basket of the game. Andrew Nembhard with a 3. Sinks it down at the top of the key. 12-10 left to go in the first. Texas Tech has the ball. Chris, welcome back in the stream here, man. Big game for Xavier, taking on Marquette. At the free throw circle, they dump it off to Santos Silva. His pass gets intercepted by Julian Strother. Timmy moves it out left wing to Nembhard. Nembhard has it into the key, passes right corner perimeter. Hickman takes a fadeaway jumper. Off the back rim, no good. Picked up by Santos Silva on the defensive rebounds. They're going to run the length of the court. They move it out to the right corner. Setting up the offense. Texas Tech has it with McCullough. McCullough got it stripped, poked away by Timmy. Once again, stripped by Nembhard, able to get it, and what a move. Inside the key to put up a turnaround type of shot right there to get it, a fall by Kevin McCullough. 5-point game with 11-10 left to go in the first. Gonzaga has the possession, top of the key, Timmy. Timmy driving down the lane. Passes right corner, extra pass being made as they will move it outside to Nembhard. Nembhard jumper, tough one, and a fall by the Red Raiders right before. It's on Santos Silva. Clock will stop with 11 minutes even. So we're going to go on another media timeout. Again, 15-10, Gonzaga leads. Huge 3 a couple moments ago for Gonzaga by Andrew Nembhard. What's good, Rick? Welcome back to the stream once again. It's been a pretty good game so far. Gonzaga having a lot of trouble from the perimeter. They've been taking a lot of perimeter shots. Their size advantage goes inside in this game. Drew Timme and Chet Holmgren. Right now, Chet's currently on the bench during the last possessions. Kevin McCullough is putting his team on his back right now, doing everything. He's got 4 points, 5 rebounds. And Texas Tech making this a game through their defense so far. Haven't seen much points off of the break, which that was how Gonzaga was absolutely lethal last season, was they kept on getting points out of the fast break transition. We haven't seen that today, though. Yeah, this is shocking that it's only a 5-point game right now. Texas Tech has a lot of trouble connecting on shots. And once again today, they're held at just 29% from the floor. It's their defense that's... Their defense has been like the part of the game that will keep them right in it through their defense. What's good, Slot King? Barco, welcome back in. Celtics are below 500, so they're still struggling. Yeah, Boston, I think they lost the last 4 out of 5 for the Celtics. And they're like a roller coaster this season. They had a win over the Bucks on Monday, and then they lost yesterday against Golden State. They were getting crushed at one point in the second quarter. They were down by 20. They almost came back and won, but couple just costly. It was more just misses at the free throw line. Robert Williams struggled yesterday at the free throw line, and it was a couple bad possessions they had. Marcus Smart with a huge foul that he had. That's awesome. Chris going to the Xavier game today. Best of luck going to that there, man. Yeah, I was in my opinion here, I was shocked to see Texas Tech in the top 25. I thought it would have been North Carolina who got in. Texas Tech had started out the season 6-0, all against mid-major teams. And they have the win over Tennessee. They lost at Providence, their only loss of the season. But entering this week, they played one of the easiest schedules in all college basketball. Per KenPom, it's just Central Florida and Seattle. Those are the only two teams that have easier schedules than Texas Tech to start off the season. This would be a massive signature game if they're able to get a W here. 15-10 to score. We get back to action. Gonzaga has possession. At the top of the key, they move it over to Nembhard. Nembhard slides it down the lane. Anton Watson, power move to the bucket, and puts it up and in off the glass for 2. Watson was a starter for half of the season last year, yet to start a single game this year. Texas Tech has the ball, 10.5 left to go in the first. Arms moves it out to the top to Bryson Williams. Williams passes over right wing to McCullough. McCullough moves it inside, underneath, and tough shot. Gonzaga's defense puts together a big stop, swarming. Adonis Arms inside the paint. To the left corner, open 3. Nembhard. Off the rim, no good. Had a pretty good look at it, though. Rebound, Texas Tech pushing tempo. Arms. At the right baseline, moves it to the top. McCullough, open 3 straight away. Late contest by Chet. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound right back to Gonzaga. Nembhard backs his way at the right elbow. Nembhard swings it out to the top. Watson lobs it at the left wing. Deflected out from behind. It's by Arms. Intended for Hunter Salas, and Gonzaga will keep the ball. Yeah, I agree there. That's one of the big things that the Celtics struggle with. 3-point shooting, also passing. It's been what they're like bottom pack NBA in. They just don't have that like go-to 3-point shooter. That's something that could probably hopefully give Tatum more confidence in making an extra pass instead of thinking that he could take it himself if he had that type of shooter that can knock down shots in the court. Dribbling inside, Watson swings it cross court to Salas, and Gonzaga gets called for the turnover. 9:30 left to go in the first. 7-point lead for Gonzaga. Been a sloppy game so far, though. Both these teams struggling to connect on shots. Gonzaga just 40%. Texas Tech's at 25%, which Gonzaga comes into this game number 1 2-point shooting team. Yeah, I got you there, Chris. Yeah, I predicted by double digits Gonzaga would take this game. They just as far as preparation, strength of schedule is the big thing. And once they get out on a run, if they hit a three, it's going to get tough to get back because Texas Tech has a lot of trouble offensively. Left corner, Bolton pump fake. Bolton dribbles left baseline, and he gets called pushing off for the turnover. Back-to-back possessions with a turnover by Gonzaga. It's the defense that will keep the Red Raiders in this game today. And they continue to do that as the shooting has gone stone cold. They've just made one shot out of the last 8 attempts. O'Banner dribbles into the key. Gives it out to the right baseline to Bacho. And Chet Holmgren picks up a reach-in foul. So 8:42 left to go. In the first, Holmgren gets called for his first personal foul. Texas Tech looking to inbound underneath the hoop. Oh, what an interception right there by Anton Watson. Swung it right behind his back and picked it off at Texas Tech's hoop right underneath. What an interception off the inbounds. 3-point shot is good by Rasir Bolton as they moved it around all throughout the perimeter. Now Gonzaga starting to creep away with it, little by little, chipping this further and further and spreading the lead. 20-10 to score, largest lead of the game. At the left wing, they move it out to the top to O'Banner. Passes over to Nadalny. Nadalny swings a cross court into the hands to Arms. Arms at the left elbow. He backs his way on Watson inside the paint. Moves it out to the right wing. Catch and fire three. Davion Warren. That's a huge three he hits for Texas Tech. Under 8 minutes left to go in the first. They give it out to the right wing perimeter. Extra pass made to Nembhard. Nembhard swings it out to the top to Bolton, who just hit a three. Dribbles up. Passes to a wide open Nolan Hickman. Missed the three. Gets the offensive rebound, though. He's got a man down right between them. They pass out to the top. Three is good. That is Rasir Bolton once again. Same spot. Top of the key and delivers. 10-point lead by the Zags. 7:20 left to go in the first. Texas Tech has possession. O'Banner bounce pass down the lane. Stripped to the basketball, stolen away. It was Nembhard who got his hand right in there, stolen in the key. As here's a three. Bolton, no good. That would have been a huge three at this stage of the game. Probably would have led to a Mark Adams timeout. 7 minutes left to go in the first. Davion Warren has it at the edge of the footprint center logo. Warren at the top, defended by Chet. Now switched as he moves it to the left corner. Left baseline dribble. Texas Tech shovels it underneath and blocked by Chet Holmgren, but called for the blocking foul, not a clean one. It's going to result in 2 shots coming up at the line by Daniel Bacho. Texas Tech goes into the bonus as well. That's team foul number 7 by Gonzaga. We'll take a media timeout. 23-13 Gonzaga. 6:45 left to go in the first. Unfortunately, I won't be streaming the Providence game later today. I wish there, man. I'm actually working later tonight. Yeah, I've got the Patriots tonight by 10. My prediction is 24-14 Patriots tonight. I think Bill Belichick's going to take Jonathan Taylor out of the equation, and then they're going to have to do it through the passing game. And if the Patriots can apply pressure and get Wentz out of the pocket, it could be a tough game for Indianapolis if they start to happen to pass the football more than running if the game script goes that way. 23-13 the score. Texas Tech having a lot of trouble knocking down shots. Both of these teams from the outside have been struggling, but they've started to found something, though, with Rasir Bolton. He is the only one who has made multiple threes in this game. He's got 2 3-point shots made. Rick taking the Zags today by 11. Best of luck there. Quick update, couple other college hoops games going on. Purdue is destroying Butler 58-28. As there's about 11 and a half minutes left to go in the second half. St. John's without one of their top players today, and they're beating Pittsburgh by 5, 41-36. Illinois beating St. Francis of Pennsylvania 36-17. And Florida, South Florida, this game is close, 18-16 Florida, with around 4.5 minutes left to go first half. Yeah, I heard David Duke's been playing really well, coming up for Brooklyn there. Yeah, it's too bad. And Kessler Edwards, that's good. Yeah, so players able to step up when their key stars missed out. I heard Kevin Durant now just got put in health and safety protocol for KD. Gee, Kyrie got put in that too. Yikes. Yeah, that's not good. They got 9 players in the protocol right now for Brooklyn. Basically, their whole starting lineup's in the protocol. So Kyrie is one of the 9 players. Right after there was news about him coming back to be a part-time player yesterday, and then today news comes out that he gets put in the protocol. Gee. Yeah, hopefully that happens there, Chris. That would be huge. Providence would be ranked if that happens. Texas Tech's got 4 offensive rebounds out of that. They've yet to score any second chance points today. 23-13. Their offense has been stone cold. We get back to action, and Texas Tech in the bonus, shooting 2 shots. This will be Daniel Bacho. And the first shot he missed. Second shot by Bacho, missed them both. Off the back rim, soaring up for the rebound is Anton Watson. 10-point lead for Gonzaga with just above 6.5 left to play before halftime. Nembhard at the top. Nembhard dribbles into the key, moves it inside to Timmy. Timmy spin move with a left hand, gets it a go. That's good. Off the back rim, rolls around and drops down through the net. Drew Timmy up to 5 points now in 9 minutes. At the right wing, McCullough moves it out to the top of the key. Back over to McCullough. McCullough dribbles, attacks, floats up a shot off the front rim, no good. A rebound right back to Gonzaga. Nembhard passes on transition, shovels it down the lane. Watson, watch out, and that will be a blocking foul in an injured Texas Tech player. Bryson Williams is down, and he is holding around his hip belly area as Anton Watson tried to throw down a poster over Bryson Williams. And Watson draws the foul. Anton Watson will shoot 2. Yeah, this is going to be tough for Texas Tech because they struggle hitting shots, and now Gonzaga's out to the races by 13. The defense can only take you so far, but you need an offense to keep you in this game, and they can't hit their shots. Is Xavier better than Villanova? I think so, Chris. Looking at the depth of Xavier, Villanova isn't really a deep team. They've just been overhyped. They got experience, but they don't have like much athleticism on their team. 5:45 left to go in the first. Top of the key, it is Number 15 with Kevin McCullough. He's the one who's going to have to keep him in the game. Missed the three, but soaring up with a putback jam, and that is good for Texas Tech. They needed that. Putback goes down. And Gonzaga lost the handle up the court. Pass underneath. McCullough scores. Now they're pushing tempo and able to score back-to-back buckets. Yeah, I don't know why the thing's all choppy right now. I'm going to see if I can fix that next time out. 5:10 remaining first half. No good. Missed straightaway three. Gonzaga getting a little bit comfortable, and that means Texas Tech trying to crawl back into this game. McCullough lost the handle. Pass ahead. Watch out. And a huge block by Texas Tech from behind as Nembhard got rejected right at the rim. Texas Tech saves those 2 points. Red Raiders have the ball. 4:45 left to go in the first. They attack McCullough down the lane and a tie-up. It's number 3, actually, Clarence Nadolny. Nadolny gets tied up with Salas. Oh, wow. They're going to call that a foul by Gonzaga. That will be their 8th. That looked like a clear possession arrow tie-up. They call it on Hunter Salas, though. The personal foul. Yeah, it seems like it's better. Yeah, it was just better. I'm getting a green and then I'm getting orange and red. So it is a little buffering. I don't know why it's like lag like that from time to time. 1 for 2, that trip of the line. It's an 8-point game, 4:42 left to go before halftime. There we go. That's better. Edge of the logo, Nolan Hickman. Hickman at the top. Moves it out to Bolton. Bolton passes top of the key. They move it into the hands to Nembhard. Nembhard dribbles up into the key, slides it out, right corner. Bolton takes a 3. Splash, that's good. They found something special out of number 45 right now. Perimeter play for Rasir Bolton. Top scorer last season for Iowa State. Transfer comes in, plays his last season for Gonzaga. Missed jumper, deep 2, off the mark by Davion Warren. Gonzaga with the ball, top of the key. Bolton keeps on firing away. Missed the 3, no good off the front rim. Yeah, I think it's going to be close today between Providence and UConn. I'm shocked that Providence is a 6.5-point underdog. They might end up winning that game. Because you look at it, Providence is just outside the top 25. They're realizing that they need to play their hearts out, and it's a rivalry type of game. Who's going to want it more? That's the thing. I think it's going to be close. Like all game long. Turnaround is good by Texas Tech. 9-point game, 3:20 left to go in the first. Top of the key. Hickman moves it over to Nembhard. Back out to the top to Timmy. Timmy pump fake, slides it out to Nembhard. Nembhard clears space, takes the deep jumper. No good off the mark, tipped up, and Texas Tech crashes the glass. 3 defenders right at the rim. They pick up the defensive rebounds. So one thing they do really well is pick up rebounds. And they're right now +3 in the glass, 19-16. Physical type of team. They'll fight for 50-50 balls. It's just shots are hard to come by with this Red Raiders team. Warren has it at the right baseline, backs his way on Bolton. Spin move underneath the hoop, gets position, scores. And this is now a ball game. 7-point game with just under 2:40 left to play. Pass underneath Watson. Puts it up with space, and that's good for 2. Texas Tech defense gets fooled. Red Raiders slow it down. It's outside to McCullough. Edge of the Cheez-It logo on the far left wing. They give it over to McCullough. At the left baseline. Backs his way into the key. McCullough lost the handle. Turnover. Gonzaga has it down the near side. Poked loose out of bounds, and it was last touched by Texas Tech. 2:03 left to go, first half. So we're going to take another media timeout on the floor here. Gonzaga by 9. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching today, being a part here as we take the time out. Gonzaga out on a roll. Texas Tech trying to close in, though. Turnovers have been preventing that from happening. Got to take care of the basketball if they want to pull it closer. It's just this one game I'll be covering today. Unfortunately, I have to go in later tonight to work. Yeah, I'm supposed to be helping out for the Celtics game tonight, where I work. I work at a radio station, so whenever there's like a Celtics Patriots conflict, I go in to like program all the stuff. Let's see what we got. Man, Purdue is smashing Butler, doubling the score, 72-36, with about 6 minutes remaining in that game. St. John's Pitt, this game is close, 46-45 St. John's. Illinois pounding St. Francis at the half, 47-23. Florida now running away with it over South Florida, 30-18. And that's basically it for like power conference teams in action. Cincinnati's playing. They're playing a non-Division I school. They had the initial game on the schedule that Cincinnati was supposed to have. That team they were supposed to play today had canceled. So then they're playing a non-Division II school right now. What's good, Landon? Welcome back in, man. Yeah, yikes with the NHL. I heard there's a couple teams that's not even going to play until after Christmas. The Brooklyn Nets still playing, though. They have 9 players in the protocol. The NFL this week, things gonna be much more different this week as far as fantasy football playoffs and stuff. And games now on Tuesdays coming up this week. And a lot of question marks for Washington. Washington's got their 2 quarterbacks out. I looked on fantasy to see who in the world the quarterback is for Washington. Somebody that I've never even heard before. Yeah, Xavier against Villanova coming up on Tuesday. That'll be big for Xavier if they're able to take that one. Villanova's reeling. We'll probably see a desperate Villanova team come into that game. Hey, that's awesome there. Best of luck calling the Kentucky game later today. Cody going to the Jake Paul fight. Wow, that's awesome there, man. Good luck tonight going to that fight. 2:03 left to go in the first, heading back to action in just a moment. Gonzaga by 9. Fat Cat, welcome in. Yeah, a lot of the players are just like, don't have any symptoms for the majority of the players. Kyrie just got put in health and safety protocols today, which that's not a good sign there. Two minutes left to go in the first. Gonzaga has possession. At the left wing perimeter, bounce pass into the hands to Nembhard. Nembhard shovels it cross court as they will move it out to the top to Timmy. Timmy passes to Bolton, a right corner 3, takes it and misses it off the mark. Rebound picked up by Texas Tech. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day there, Chris. And best of luck at the game tonight. O'Banner floats it up off the glass, gets it to go. Puts Texas Tech winning 7. Akurayami on the stream, welcome in. Glad to have you find my channel. 1:20 left to go in the first. They have it at the left wing perimeter. They give it off to Hickman. Hickman's double teamed. Over to the top, Watson lobs it. Left elbow to Timmy. Timmy passes back outside. 3-point shot. Left corner drills it. That goes down by Nolan Hickman, freshman from Seattle, Washington. 1 minute left to go before halftime. Drew Timmy credited with assist, and he's got Now, assist number, his first assist tonight. So, Drew Timme, 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. 45 seconds left to go. At the free throw circle, McCullough signals the offense. McCullough looks to pass it out. He does. Back to the top of the key to Davion Ward. Warren has the ball poked loose near side of the court, out of bounds by Hickman. 36 seconds left to go. It will stay Texas Tech ball. They lob it off the top of the fingertips and turn it over. Looking for Bryson Williams at the baseline. So we'll go back to Gonzaga. That's the 8th turnover to game by Texas Tech. 4 turnovers for Gonzaga. Texas Tech lucky, though. They only got 5 points off of those turnovers by the Zags so far. This team was feasting on points off of turnovers last season. Paul, welcome back on the stream. This is the only game I'll be covering today. Yeah, I'm out later tonight, so this is the only one that I'll be covering. 25 seconds left to go before halftime. Nemhard at the edge of the Phoenix Suns logo. They're playing neutral court at the Footprint Center. 4-second differential shot clock and game clock. Nemhard floats it up in the key. Off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound back. Takes the jumper, too short. Rebound by Nadolny for Texas Tech. 5 seconds left to go. Passes, cutter underneath and throws it down. Bacho with a two-handed jam. That one they desperately needed. 3/4 court shot missed by the Zags. And we close out and go into halftime. It's 34-26, Gonzaga by 8. Texas Tech, strong showing. Last couple minutes to close out the first half. They go a perfect 4 for 4 in their last 4 shots. Kevin McCullough's been a huge difference maker in this game whenever he's out there. And Texas Tech's without Terrence Shannon. He's tied with McCullough as the top scorer this season. So they're without Terrence Shannon, yet they're holding Gonzaga just to 40% shooting. Gonzaga, the best interior team in all of college basketball, and today they're struggling inside the low post. They've been going more towards the 3 ball. 17 threes. They have to get it inside much more. They've only taken 13 twos in the first half. Bet you there that Mark Few's going to adjust that and make sure it goes into the hands to either Timme or Holmgren for the majority of the second half. What's good, Sammy? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, UNC against Kentucky later today. So right now we're just at halftime. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. And we got a good game currently here. Andrew Nemhard, he's missed 7 shots from the floor. He started out the game with a quick 3. And then after that, it's just gone stone cold. He's struggling. Nolan Hickman's struggling. 1 for 5 off the bench. And I bet you in the second half, Gonzaga here, they got to get the ball into the hands of Timme and Holmgren more. Their top 2 front court players, where they usually go to for most of their scoring. They've only combined to shoot 3 shots between the 2 of them. That's just unacceptable there in the first half. Gonzaga's not a strong 3-point shooting team. They attempt 17 threes, and they only attempt 13 twos. And they're number 1 nationally in 2-point shooting. And they keep up jacking perimeter shots. Rasir Bolton has been the one who has just kept Gonzaga in this game and out in front with a lead. Bolton's made 3 threes. He's got 9 points. So Bolton leads the way in scoring. He's got 9 points. 6 points by Julian Strawther. All the buckets inside by Strawther. 5 points by Drew Timme. Only getting 1 shot attempt, which is unacceptable right now. Chet Holmgren's only got 2 shot attempts. 3.6 rebounds by Holmgren. Holmgren got into early personal foul trouble, though. He's got 2 fouls at halftime, same as Strawther. Everybody else playing with 1 or 0. Texas Tech, 6 fouls as a team. Nobody playing with 2 fouls. Kevin McCullough doing everything. 8.6 rebounds by McCullough as we go into halftime. Yeah, one of the big keys last year from Gonzaga was that they were one of the top teams nationally when it came to free throw attempts per game. They kept on going to the free throw line, drawing fouls constantly, and we've yet to see that today. Texas Tech missed 4 free throws, 2 for 6. Gonzaga's 4 for 6 so far. But Texas Tech had a lot of trouble when they lost against Providence. Texas Tech committed 29 fouls to the team. I think Providence attempted like 35 free throws in that game. What's good, Enver? Welcome to the stream. Stringer Bell, welcome in. Timmy having a really solid first half, but he hasn't been getting any touches. He only attempted 1 shot, and he's been the one who's gone to the free throw line. So Timmy has made it to the free throw line twice today. 3 for 4 at the line. Anton Watson's the only other player who's attempted free throws. A couple other games going on today. Purdue is destroying Butler 75-42. St. John's up against Pitt 50-46. And then Illinois up at a half over St. Francis, Pennsylvania, 47-23. Florida able to go on a run as they lead over South Florida 30-18. Yeah, UNC, I thought UNC should have been ranked. I was shocked to see that North Carolina wasn't in the top 25 on Monday. I've got the Patriots tonight there. If the Colts want that to happen, they're going to have a massive game from Jonathan Taylor. Because I just don't see it with passing the football that they're going to get touchdowns against that Patriots secondary. Colts are going to have to take care of the football and not turn the ball over. They'll win the game if they don't turn the ball over and force Patriot turnovers, and then if Taylor goes off. That's the thing. The Patriots a couple weeks ago when they played Tennessee, they got ripped to shreds on the ground against Jontrell Hilliard. They gave up that big rushing touchdown before halftime, and then they gave up another touchdown rush they gave up Hilliard with a huge rush that he ended up fumbling on, and then Foreman fumbled. And that's how the Patriots were able to just get momentum in that game, just forcing turnovers. So taking care of the football, that's how they're going to have to pull it off today. Yeah, UNC taking on Kentucky later today. In my opinion here, I think UNC is going to pull off the upset. North Carolina has perimeter players all throughout on their team. And Kentucky struggled last week against Notre Dame. They struggled really bad from 3. They got a lot of good knockdown shooters for UNC. Yeah, Chicago's the only team that got postponed, and then I heard, NHL's got multiple teams postponed until after Christmas. Gonzaga, this is the last game that they play against the Power Conference team until probably the tournament for Gonzaga. So Gonzaga looking to go back on a gigantic winning streak. Starting off today, they won 1 game against Merrimack, as they are not on a winning streak currently. They've won ever since the UCLA game. They beat UCLA by 20. Then they lost to Duke by 3. They beat Charlton. They lost against Alabama. And then they beat Merrimack 9 days ago. They're off of a long layoff for Gonzaga. So the last game they played back on December 9th. And then after this, they got all opponents who's mid-major. They take on they got three more non-conference games, all mid-major opponents. Or they got 2 more non-conference games. That's right, San Diego in the conference. So they got Northern Arizona, North Alabama. Those are the last 2 non-conference opponents, and then they start off with San Diego, Loyola Marymount. San Francisco should be an interesting game. January 6th, Thursday night versus San Francisco at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. San Francisco, pretty sure they're undefeated still. I'm going to take a look at their profile right now. But San Francisco hasn't played any big-time competition. They're 10-0. San Francisco plays tonight against Grand Canyon, and they play tomorrow at Arizona State. So they got an Arizona road trip right now going on for San Francisco. And then they got their hands full to start off conference play. They're actually at St. Mary's to start off on the new year, and then at Gonzaga for San Francisco. So from time to time, we've seen San Francisco a lot of these years recently be like a team that's in the bracketology mix during the months of November and December, and then they eventually fall out once they start playing Gonzaga, BYU, St. Mary's. They eventually take a back seat to those teams and then start falling down in conference play, and that's where they get knocked out of the bracket. So we'll see if they can look to put together a statement and keep them there, because they're out to a red hot start. Yeah, KD got put in the protocol too. Gonzaga takes on BYU twice. The first game is on a Thursday night. That's late, 11 o'clock Eastern time, 8 Pacific. Thursday, January 13th. And then that's a home game for Gonzaga versus BYU. And then they're at BYU on Saturday night, 10 o'clock Eastern time, February 5th. Texas Tech playing one of the easiest schedules in America entering this game. They were 6-0 to start off, all against mid-major teams: North Florida, Grambling, Prairie View, A&M, Incarnate Word, Omaha, Lamar. Lost their first game on the road at Providence by 4. And then they beat Tennessee in overtime in a rough game that nobody could knock down a shot. Went multiple minutes with nobody making a field goal. They won their last game by 13 over Arkansas State. And they don't have another, man, have they gone easy on their non-conference schedule. They don't have another power conference team until the SEC Big 12 Challenge on January 29th. And they have Mississippi State, which they've been like a seesaw this season for Mississippi State. They stocked up with a bunch of transfers, but they have them on Saturday, January 29th, but that's the only power conference team remaining. After this, Texas Tech takes on Eastern Washington, Alabama State, and then they start conference play, and it's brutal. They got Iowa State twice in the month of January. Twice within a 2-week span, actually, they have Iowa State. And then they have Kansas twice within a 2.5-week span. So this is what they start out with conference play. Hosting Oklahoma State on the new year. January 5th, they're at Iowa State. Hosting Kansas on the 8th. And then they're at Baylor on the 11th. At Kansas State on the 15th. And then hosting Iowa State on the 18th. Hosting West Virginia on the 22nd. Back at Kansas on the 24th. They close out the month of January hosting Mississippi State. Yeah, that's a tough schedule. Even Kansas State's been much more decent than what they've been in the past few years. Yeah, St. John's is 9-2. They haven't done too bad through the non-conference slate for St. John's, and they're playing Pitt right now. And St. John's is without one of their top players. It's only a 2-point game. Let's see who they're without today. St. John's without... Yeah, they're without their top scorer, Julian Champagny. And they got 10 points each out of Joel Soriano, Posh Alexander, and Dylan Adewusu. I think for Kentucky in this matchup, they big key is they're going to have to stop UNC's threes. That's the big thing, because North Carolina's top 10 in three-point shooting. So defensively, they have to stop the threes. And Kentucky, instead of taking threes, they have to go with the twos in this matchup. That's where, yeah, they have to. I saw Landon put down here, get the ball to Oscar. I think that's going to be huge in this game. Because usually UNC's built that they have like a ton of bigs in the front court, like the previous couple seasons. They have Baycott in the front court, but most of the other like interior guys are for defense are more like perimeter type of players, but they should be able to slip past players like Dawson Garcia and Brady Manick, because those guys are more like hover around the perimeter offensively and shoot the three ball. But as far as getting past those two defensively, I don't think it should be a problem by Oscar in that game. Yeah, Texas Tech needs to go above 500 in the conference. They need to go. If they go 500 or lower, they're not going to make it in. They have to be probably at least one game above 500, if not 2 or 3. It all depends on who you win and lose against. Like you can't lose a game at home against Kansas State if you're Texas Tech. There's like not even like a clear-cut bad team this year in the Big 12. Like last year, everybody was laughing about K-State, how they lost to the D3 school, but there's not even like a bad team that you can compare this season in the Big 12 and also in the Big East. Everybody's got a winning record, even Georgetown. Let's see, Big 12. Yeah, worst team is Kansas State. They're only 6-3. They're one game behind Oklahoma State. TCU, low key. Wow, TCU has only got one loss. They might be like a sleeper team in the conference. Same as Oklahoma with that big win over Arkansas. Yeah, TCU. Wow, they got pounded against Santa Clara. They lost by 19 against Santa Clara. That's the only loss they have. All right, so right now we're on going to get back to action just a couple minutes from now. As we're going to start off the second half here, just a couple moments. DePaul has been low-key really good, too. Yeah, ACC is struggling. Like, the Big East is going to be so tight. Like, DePaul knocked off Louisville. Huge win last week by Georgetown over Syracuse. And, couple teams that were predicted, like, bottom of the pack in the conference in the preseason have just soared upwards. Iowa State's been the prime example of that. They were picked dead last, and they have just been off to a phenomenal start. So we head right back into action. Texas Tech with the ball driving, dump off, deflected, and out of bounds. Last touch by Gonzaga. Inbound to the left baseline. Texas Tech inside, swings it out right corner, and they step out of bounds with it. Turnover by Adonis Arms. So turnovers have been a struggle in this game. That's number 9 by Texas Tech. Lucas, welcome back to the stream, man. Timmy moves it out to the top. Gives it over to the right wing to Strother. Bounce pass to Timmy. He only attempted one shot in the first half. And they dump it off inside, looking wide for Holmgren, and it goes out of bounds. Yeah, you honestly don't know. Like, you could have just that 1 week, like Georgetown and Oregon State did last year. You can go on fire for that 1 week during the conference tournament. Just take everybody by surprise. That's a tough shot, missed down low. Gonzaga comes up with a rebound by Holmgren. 3 launched by Nembhard off the back rim, missed. Gets rebounded back to Texas Tech. 1 minute through the second half. 3-point shot straight away. Hit the rim short by McCullough. Back to Gonzaga with a defensive board. Nemhard moves it out top of the key into the hands to Holmgren. Holmgren pump fake, drives down the lane, defended by O'Banner, moves it out to the top to Timmy. Now they pass outside to Nemhard. Nemhard, bounce pass inside Timmy. Double team, puts it up and banks it. That's good. See what happens when you can get a touch in the low post. And Drew Timmy able to bank it up and in off the glass. So Drew Timmy now with 7 points. Charlotte, welcome on the stream. Right corner, Jay fires and knocks it through. Kevin O'Banner with a huge jumper. Right corner perimeter 3, that one down. Wide open 3 by Gonzaga. Matching 3s. Rasir Bolton has been huge in this matchup. Open all along the perimeter. Bolton 4 for 8 from the perimeter. Makes his fort 3, and he's up to 12 points. 2 minutes through the second half. Davion Warren moves it out to the top. 3-point shot. Bryson Williams drills it. That is 3 straight threes in the row as the scoring is picking up big time. Nemhard towards his left. Hands it off to Bolton. Bolton at the top gives it outside. As Holmgren moves it out to the top to Bolton. Catch and fire 3. Oh, they found something with this dude. Rasir Bolton, 5 made threes in this game as he delivers back-to-back. Red Raiders at the right wing perimeter. Right baseline dribble. Arms puts the ball into the hands of Bryson Williams. Puts it up, no good off the front rim. Rebound picked up by Holmgren. Outside of Bolton, transitional 3. Off the back rim miss. Try to catch the defense off guard. Rebound goes back to Texas Tech. Under 17 minutes left to play. Driving, McCullough into the paint. Lost it, fouled by Holmgren. And that's going to be Chet's 3rd personal foul. 16:53 left to go. 2 shots here at the line for Texas Tech. First shot good by McCullough. Second free throw is up and no good. Rattled out. Battle for the rebound at the baseline. Tipped out of bounds by Texas Tech. It's a 9-point game. Gonzaga has possession at the left wing. Nemhard moves it outside to Holmgren, takes a 3. Off the back rim missed, and the rebound picked up by Strauder, who he gets knocked down. And the referees say that Strauder lost control of the ball, no call. And it will result in Texas Tech ball. They're being a ton aggressive from 3-point range. They've attempted 22 threes by Gonzaga. Rasir Bolton's made 5 out of the 8 threes in this game. So 8 for 22 at 36%. Spin move, McCullough, blocked by Jet. To the near side, goes out of bounds. Yeah, we're into the early second half, so I'm going to release this poll as well. Thanks so much all for voting out today. Gonzaga got the poll 71-29 was the voting. Right baseline, Nemhard takes the jumper over McCullough. McCullough looking for the call, couldn't get one. Texas Tech picks up the rebound. And we have a foul picked up on the court. Take a look underneath here. Yeah, that's a clear push-off. Leading in with a shoulder. Referee said no call, play on. And Andrew Nemhard able to keep on playing as he's only got one fall so far. As the clock will stop, 42-33 Gonzaga, media timeout in the court. Goody, welcome in here, man. Been a defensive type of game today. Texas Tech's defense has held them all throughout this game. You usually see Gonzaga, what we've seen in the past, put up around 40 plus going into halftime, but Texas Tech have a defense, and even though it's been tough as far as shots to come by in this matchup, it's been close. As far as this game today, it's been a range between 8 to 10 throughout most of this game, in that type of point range. It's been in like the back half of the single digits, but Texas Tech's hanging in there. Been hanging in this game. What's good, Vegas? Welcome on in here, man. Well, actually, it helps out Providence's resume if Texas Tech ends up winning. Because whatever teams they play, you want their schedule to keep on being strong. So right now we're just in a timeout. 15:50 left to go in the second. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Rasir Bolton has been the one who's been able to pull out Gonzaga out in front. He's made 5 3-point shots, 15 points. Bolton's the only player in double figures in this entire game. So massive. He has been huge, catching fire, getting a lot of space open on the perimeter. And update here, Purdue is won by a long shot in their game. Purdue winner today over Butler, 77-48. Yeah, it works either way. The benefit more towards March would be if Texas Tech wins this game, they're probably going to be a tournament team if they do well in the conference. Texas Tech has the basketball 9-point game. But also if Texas Tech loses, it opens up a spot either way. And Providence would have to win to get into the top 25. But it would certainly open up a spot, as that is good. Spin move, turnaround, bank in the key, and it goes down by O'Banner. 7-point game, Gonzaga with the ball. On the far side, a foul committed. It's going to be assessed to O'Banner. Timmy dribbles around the perimeter. Gives it outside to Nemhard. Timmy sets the pick. Nemhard, free throw circle. Pump fake, bounce past Timmy. Turn around in the key off the back rim. And battle for the rebound picked up right underneath his own hoop by Texas Tech by Adonis Arms. Red Raiders with a possession. Arms moves it outside to Nadolny. Nadolny passes right corner, catching fire. Arms hits the three. Huge shot right there, puts it to a 4-point game, hanging around all game long, and now starting to find their momentum. That's a big-time shot by Adonis Arms, who got the start. Mark Few will take a quick timeout. Gonzaga timeout with 14:42 left to go in the second half. It's a 6-zip run by Texas Tech. And Gonzaga's gone on the scoring drought. This has been impressive by Texas Tech so far today. They're without their one of their top scorers, Terrence Shannon Jr., who did not play today. You usually don't see Gonzaga shoot the ball in the 30s. That's something you don't see that often. Gonzaga, they've taken 22 threes, way too many 3-point shots, and it's Rasir Bolton who has single-handedly kept this game out in front for Gonzaga. He's got 15 points. Nembhard's really struggling. They needed a lot of good point guard play today. Nembhard has been having a lot of trouble putting points on the board. He had a great game against UCLA, and he's one of the big keys why they were up big time in the first half and won by 20. But today he's just 1 for 9 shooting with 3 points. And those 3 points were early on in the first half. Other than that, Timmy has only attempted 3 shots. Chet Holmgren has attempted 3 shots. And that's uncharacteristic for a Gonzaga team that is heavy in the front court, playing against an undersized Texas Tech team. Kevin O'Banner, 6'8". Bryson Williams, 6'8". Off the bench, Santos Silva, 6'7". Their guards have size though, and their guards can most of the time lock down the perimeter. But it's been Bolton, the one who's been sneaking open and knocking down his open shots, able to find a way to get open on the outside. So we're going to get back to action in just a moment. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for joining in, being a part here on the stream today. Hit me up in the chat who you got in this one, Gonzaga or Texas Tech. As we have 14:42 left to go in the second half, and Texas Tech part of a 6-zip run. Throughout this game so far today, Texas Tech hanging in there around an 8 to 10 point span throughout this game, and now they are just 4 points away. Largest lead in this game was Gonzaga by 13. Texas Tech struggled with the turnovers, 9 turnovers, but +4 on the glass for Texas Tech. 26-22. And starting to find their shot lately. It's been the defense that's kept them in this game all throughout. 3 ties, 2 lead changes. Gonzaga by 13, the largest lead in the first half. And the Zags have the basketball up by 4 as we come back from action. Nembhard at the top of the key. He's defended by McCullough. Bounce pass, right wing Timmy. Off of a double team, gives it out right corner. Bolton scoops it into the key. Intercepted by Texas Tech by Kevin McCullough. Down the lane, Nadolny drives and puts it up and in with the right hand. Lays it up and through. Over Bolton for 2. 1 possession game. No good. Missed shot by Gonzaga. Tipped up. Offensive rebound. Timmy to the outside. Nembhard launches from deep. No good. Missed the 3. And Timmy battling for the rebound. Referees will say tie up. Force ball tie up. Possession arrow pointing in Texas Tech's direction. It'll be Red Raiders ball. Or it'll be Gonzaga basketball. Gonzaga on their side. Gonzaga will get the ball. So Gonzaga gets the inbound. 14 minutes left to go. Nembhard takes another 3. Hits that one. He had been scoreless for a long, long time. He made a 3 in the first couple minutes. He hits a big one right there from the top. 5-point Gonzaga lead. They're just going to keep on launching from the outside, it looks like. Jumper, 15-footer. Off the mark, missed by O'Banner. Rebound over to Nemhard, pushing tempo by the Zags. Bolton, extra pass, right corner. Watson launches a three, hits it. That's back-to-back by the Zags. Just like that, they're up by 8. 13:20 left to go in the second. Bounce past McCullough, top of the free throw circle, pump fake, dribbles up on Nemhard, swings it over with the right hand. Inside the key, it is Bacho. Bacho covered by Timmy. Out to the top, they move it out to Nadolny. Nadolny gives it over to McCullough. McCullough drives down the lane, kick out, right baseline. Jay delivers. Daniel Bacho, freshman from France, hits it down, puts it to a 6-point game. And a timeout taken on the floor by Texas Tech. 48-42, 12:56 left to go. Got ourselves a matchup here. Texas Tech without one of their top players, Terrence Shannon Jr., will not go away. Keep on hanging in there. Yeah, this game is in Phoenix, so it's a neutral court game. It's at the Phoenix Suns Arena. What's good, Jameson? Welcome to the stream. Big Chet fan. If you guys are new in the channel, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Tremendous matchup we have right now. A couple open threes. Andrew Nemhard hasn't lost his confidence, keeps on attempting shots, and somehow, some way, he'll get one to fall, and he did. A couple possessions ago by Nemhard. And Rasir Bolton, he has been fantastic in this game. Bolton has made 5 threes, top scorer. He's got 15. It was Anton Watson, who's a perfect 3 for 3. He's played 8 minutes today. Anton Watson's played 17 minutes today. He's got 8 points for Watson. And he has made his only 3. They had back-to-back threes, one by Nemhard, one by Watson to go up by 8. And then Texas Tech just scored with Bacho to put it winning a 6-point game. Quick timeout as we head right back to action here. 12:45 left to go in the second. Watson at the right block. Passes right wing perimeter. It's Strader who gives it out to the top. Nemhard to Timmy. Back over to Nemhard. Takes a 3. Hits it. Oh, man. After he made that first 3, starting to shoot up with confidence here by the point guard for Gonzaga. 12.5 minutes left to go. Andrew Nemhard. Back-to-back 3-point shots made, and he's up to 9. If they can find it with him, they're dangerous. McCullough, double-teamed, a dangerous pass, and it's able to go inside the outside 3. Off the back rim, missed by Texas Tech by Arms, rebounded by Gonzaga, out on the break. Watson blocked from behind, and a blocking foul. It's going to be Anton Watson shooting 2 at the free throw line. 51-42 the score, 12:06 left to go. Bacho, the one who gets called for the blocking foul. Out in transition, Watson running the length of the court. Watson hits the first shot. Second shot by Watson delivers. The Zags up by 11. 12 minutes left to go before halftime. 11-2 run by Gonzaga. Texas Tech has the possession. Nadolny pump fake, moves it out to the top. Deep 3, taken over Timmy. Hits the side of the rim, missed by Williams, and out of bounds in the corner. It will be Gonzaga basketball. What's good, Randy? Welcome to the stream. Media timeout taken on the floor. 11:46 left to go. Gonzaga up by 11, 53-42. So Gonzaga starting to get a rhythm offensively. Starting to pull away as well, up by 11 here. We'll see what Texas Tech can do after this timeout. Seeing if they can get some good possessions coming off of this timeout to keep it into the game. It's been a different type of Gonzaga type of game today here. Usually you see this team dominate underneath the rim. Today, though, they've been shooting a lot of deep shots. 26 attempted threes. (18 for 43) shooting total in this game. Just 42% from the floor, holding Texas Tech to 42.5% for the Red Raiders. It's Gonzaga's threes have outweighed Texas Tech's threes. Gonzaga is now up to 42% from the perimeter, 11 made threes out of 26 attempts. Texas Tech's 5 for 13. And Rasir Bolton has been the big key. So the threes have outweighed the twos in this matchup. As Bolton has got 15, he's made 5 threes. Nembhard keeps on launching. He's got 3 threes with 9 points. Anton Watson made a 3. He's got 10 off the bench. And Timmy's got 7 with 3 rebounds. And Holmgren's got 3 with 9 rebounds. Chet's picked up 3 personal fouls, so we haven't seen him on the court for quite some time. So he's in quite a bit of foul trouble. Gonzaga keeps on firing because Texas Tech has struggled to defend the perimeter. And that's where the majority of their opponents have made their shots, is from the outside. So Gonzaga makes 6 threes in the first half. In the second half, it's just been 3-ball fest here. Over 50% from 3 in the second half. They're 5 for 9 from the outside. And that's how they started to pull away. Only 6 for 17, getting cold from 3 in the first. But right now, just 5 for 9. So if they can mix it up, Gonzaga will be able to get themselves the W. Texas Tech has to lock up the perimeter, or this could be a tough game today. They've been hanging in all game long, though. They have to hit their shots, too. Gonzaga has the ball coming up. The break, 11-point lead by Gonzaga. At the left corner. They move it out to the left wing. Catch and fire. Open 3. Takes and makes it. It is Julian Strother. You don't need much space out there to sink your threes. And Julian Strother, off the assist by Nembhard, puts Gonzaga on a 14-2 run in the last 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Texas Tech needs something, and they needed this possession to start things off. A bucket. Top of the key, Davion Warren. Warren defended by Strother. Swings it out to the right wing to McCullough. Lobs it over right elbow. Pump fake. Backs his way into the post O'Banner. Moves it out to the top. 3-point shot straight away. Taken off the back rim. Missed by McCullough. Offensive rebound. They will still stay alive with it with Warren. 10:45 left to go. Warren with the ball defended by Strother. 10 on the shot clock. Gives it over to the right wing to McCullough. McCullough drives down the lane. Blocked by Chet. And they will call a goaltend, though. They should count the 2. And they will. Yeah, over the cylinder. Chet Holmgren a little late for the block, so they will count it as a 2-point make for Kevin McCullough. At the right corner perimeter, Nembhard dribbles right wing, drives. Inside bounce pass into the hands of Watson. He's got Chet at the left corner. Watson will go turnaround off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by a seal red jerseys. Underneath the rim, it's O'Banner who picks up the rebounds. Red Raiders with the ball. Driving, left hand, no good off the glass. Tough contest by Hickman. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gonzaga. What's good, Dennis? Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, so Chet's out on the court right now. So Chet's on the court currently. He's got himself 9 rebounds in this game for Chet. Only 3 points, though. He's been in foul trouble for quite a bit. So Chet's played 16 minutes. Nembhard has played this whole game. Andrew Nembhard's played all 30 minutes. As we have 10 minutes left to go. Turnaround. Off the back rim, missed by Bryson. Williams gets his own offensive rebound. Deflected by Timmy, but it goes into the hands of McCullough. McCullough at the left wing, defended one-on-one by Strotter. Bounce pass, left elbow into the hands to Bryson Williams. Makes a move, spin move on Jet. High arcing shot, no good. Rebounded by Strotter of Gonzaga. 9:40 left to go. Gonzaga has the ball. Nembhard at the edge of the logo. Nembhard towards the left. Back out at the top, and now he dribbles, attacks, swings it out left wing, wide open three, catch and fire. Off the back rim, offensive rebound, Chet powers his way inside the post and gets fouled. Chet Holmgren to shoot two at the free throw line. It's going to be a blocking foul, assessed to Kevin McCullough, his second. First free throw goes down for Chet. Texas Tech has had spurts tonight in this game that they've gone red hot, they've gone cold. Right now they're stone cold, 1 for 7 shooting. And when they've gone cold, their defense has usually been there to help out and keep them in the game. But Gonzaga starting to find their way with a 3-ball, and Chet Holmgren hits it. Largest lead of the game by Gonzaga, 58-44. Holmgren, 5 points, double-digit rebounds with 10 boards in the block. At the top, it is Adonis Arms. Now it's Clarence Nadolny. Nadolny swings it out to Arms. Catch and fire 3, takes it deep. And no good off the front rim. Tried to save it in the corner, put it into the wrong hands. Timmy comes up with a steal. Pass ahead. Down the lane. Over to the layup. It's good by Nolan Hickman. That's good. 60-44 Gonzaga. That's when they're the most dangerous. Coming off of rebounds on the break. And Drew Timme, the one who sets it up with an outlet pass. 12-2 run by Gonzaga. Timme picks up a foul. It's from the outside. This is going to be 3 free throws coming up by McCullough. Not a good foul picked up by Drew Timme around the perimeter. 3 shots attempted by McCullough. Kevin McCullough, 11 points, 8 rebounds. McCullough is the top scorer, top rebounder today for Texas Tech. First free throw goes down. Second shot hits. And the third free throw, he connects. Knocks down all 3 by Kevin McCullough. Up to 14 points, 13-point game, Gonzaga. They got some half-court pressure, able to break the timeline. Nembhard will slow down the basketball. Nembhard is double-teamed, has to get it out of his hands. He does. Turns the corner, Watson. Extra pass made, right baseline, as they will take a jumper deliver. That is good for the Zags. Nolan Hickman for 2. Yeah, they're number 25, so they would go unranked. As Texas Tech lost the handle on the ball, possession arrow, tie-up. Talk about a difference in schedules. Gonzaga, tough schedule this season, 5 ranked opponents inside the top 25. That is the most in college basketball. They've got 4 ranked opponents in the last 6 games for Gonzaga. And for Texas Tech, they've only played 2 power conference teams entering this matchup. They lost at Providence on December 1st, and they won over Tennessee on neutral court. In both of those games, they shot the ball well below 40%. Today, they're shooting the ball at 39%. Texas Tech on the inbound, they chuck it all the way to their backcourt and turn it over. That cannot happen if you're Texas Tech, as they overshoot the pass on the far side looking for Nadolny, and they turn it over. They turn it over in their backcourt. That's tough. Like nobody was even there for Gonzaga's defense, and they just chuck it out of bounds off the fingertips of Nadolny. It's just Texas Tech's gone stone cold. Gonzaga's gone red hot. Gonzaga's made the last 6 out of 8 shots. Texas Tech just 1 out of the last 8 shots they have made. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Glad to have you guys join in, be a part here in the stream today. And appreciate everybody for joining in for this stream currently. Quick update, college hoop scores. Illinois crushing St. Francis of Pennsylvania 94-40. Florida leading South Florida. It's a close game though, 53-45 Florida, with around 6:20 remaining. Great matchup going on. TCU and Georgetown, 26-22 TCU, with about under 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Colorado leading Cal State Bakersfield 21-12. Virginia up over Fairleigh Dickinson 32-19. Indiana Notre Dame just tipped off. And an update on that St. John's Pitt game is that Pittsburgh knocked off St. John's today. St. John's was without their top player, Julian Champagnie. Purdue knocked off Butler 77-48. So Pittsburgh ends up coming from behind and getting the W. Big difference makers. Gonzaga making 12 3-point shots. Rasir Bolton's made 5 of those threes today. And the Zags getting red hot in the second half when they're shooting from the perimeter. So 58% of their points have been from 3-point shots for Gonzaga. That's been the difference. Their threes are outweighing Texas Tech's twos. Texas Tech has made 55% of their points off of 2-point shots. So even though Texas Tech has the advantage off the paint, Gonzaga leading fast break points 8-4. We're back to action. 15-point game at the rim. And it's off the mark. Texas Tech comes out with a defensive rebound. Missed at the rim by Nembhard. Red Raiders possession. Nadolny at the top of the free throw circle. Passes outside to Bacho. Bacho stepped out of bounds with it. Turnover number 11 by Texas Tech. Gonzaga's taking great care of the basketball today. Just 6 turnovers. Nembhard takes it past half court. 7:15 remaining. Nembhard at the top of the key. He's double teamed. Now defended 1-on-1 by Nadolny. Swings it out right wing perimeter to Chet. Chet lost the handle. Poked out of bounds though by Bacho. Seven minutes left to go. Daniel Bacho will substitute out of the game for the Red Raiders. That means Marcus Santos Silva will come in, electing to play his final season at Texas Tech. He's a senior, transfer from VCU from Taunton, Massachusetts. Step back jumper goes down by Andrew Nemhard. Sweet spot right there. Hits the step back J at the left elbow. Arms, left corner jumper, delivers. That's good for the triple. They will need a ton of those for the remaining portion of this game. 6.5 left to play. 14-point lead by Gonzaga. They'll keep on slowing down the basketball. Nemhard, edge of the Phoenix Suns logo. Dribbles towards his right. And on the ball screen, it's an offensive foul. It's committed by Drew Timme. Picks up his second personal foul. He tries to just set up a pick. And Clarence Nadani crashes right into it. It will be Red Raiders ball. .6:20 left to go. Texas Tech has the ball top of the key with Davion Warren. Towards his right, swings it out, right corner, catching fire three, off the side of the glass, no good. And then Arms tried to get it back, wasn't able to track it down, and it goes out of bounds. Adonis Arms had the look he wanted at the right corner to take the three, but couldn't knock it through. Drew Timme checks out of the game now for Gonzaga. On the court for the Zags, Strother, Nemhard, Watson, Holmgren, and Bolton. Bolton has delivered with 5 made threes so far today. Bolton at the left wing, dribbles, attacks, kick out to the corner, catching fire three. Nemhard delivers. That's good for the triple. Number 3 playing with a ton of confidence of the Zags in the second half for Andrew Nemhard. He's got 11 points in half number 2. 14 on the scoreboard, 4 for 8 from 3-point range. 3-point make number 13 of the game for Gonzaga. Their 7th made 3 the second half. Red Raiders have the ball. Nadani at the right elbow, backs his way into the key on Nemhard. Nadani takes the jumper and gets fouled beforehand. So Terrence Shannon Jr. has not played today. Left the last game due to back spasms. As they played back on Tuesday night, they got the victory over Arkansas State by 13. Texas Tech gets the inbound down by 17. At the left baseline, Red Raiders will back their way with McCullough. McCullough at the left block, spin move into the key, makes the extra pass, Santos Silva. He is swarmed and draws the foul. Chet Holmgren picks up his 4th personal foul. That's team foul number 5 by Gonzaga. Two shots to the line by Marcus Santos Silva. First one good. Chet Holmgren will take a seat on the bench now, as Drew Timme will check back into the game. Timme today, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Chet Holmgren, he has 5 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block by Chet. Santos Silva misses the second one off the back rim, rebounded by Strother. 16-point Bulldogs lead, 5:10 remaining. Nemhard at the edge of the Phoenix Suns logo. Taking off time off the clock. Pick set by Timme. Nemhard passes out to the top. Watson entry pass to Timme. Deflected. Gets it back though. Moves it out to the top. Nemhard pump fake. Shuffles it over to Bolton. Bounce pass in the key. Watson. Watson moves it out to the top. No look pass. Over to the 3-point shot and missed off the glass. Pass ahead. One man a beat and deflected at the rim by Strother as he denies Davion Warren at the hoop. 4.5 left to go in the second. 16-point lead for Gonzaga. They will keep time chunking down off the clock. Nembhard attacks. 15 on the shot clock. Pump fake around the perimeter. Bolton floats up a runner. Off the back rim, no good. Tipped up, rebounded by Texas Tech. Red Raiders can't hit a shot. 1 for 8 in their last 8 shot attempts. They need to hit shots in the last 4 minutes left to go. 3-point shot, no good. Missed at the top. Warren could not connect. Rebound Gonzaga, and they keep on taking time off the clock. Bolton cross court to Nembhard. Nembhard holds the ball with 4 minutes even remaining. Nembhard now defended top of the key by Santos Silva. 15 on the shot clock. Nembhard dribbles, drives in the paint, puts it up, and an offensive foul will wave off the shot. It's on Andrew Nembhard pushing off. Basketball will head back to Texas Tech. Before, though, a timeout taken on the court. 3:50 left remaining. Gonzaga scored at least 80 points per game in 9 out of their 10 games this season. Their 5th-ranked opponent that they take on this season. And looks like they're probably going to be under 80 for this matchup, but Texas Tech held it just 51. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified about future live streams. Thanks so much for joining in today, being a part here in the stream. And a lot of offensive question marks have to be discovered here by Texas Tech. They are struggling to knock down their shots. And against the Gonzaga team that gave up 13 3-point shots against Alabama, Gonzaga today has made 13 threes of their own, 43% from the perimeter, 13 for 30, as the threes have outweighed the twos in this matchup. And Rasir Bolton has been a big key towards the success. 5 made threes, he has got 15 points. Gonzaga with a total team effort offensively in this game as far as the guard play. Andrew Nembhard knew that he needed to step up, and he stepped up in a big way in the second half. 14 points by Nembhard, 11 points in the second half, 4 made threes, 6 assists to just 1 total turnover. Gonzaga's done a great job most of this game taking care of the basketball. Anton Watson off the bench is 10 points. And it hasn't been the front court that's shining. Timmy and Holmgren haven't got many touches in this game. Chet Holmgren's been in quite a bit of foul trouble today. Drew Timmy hasn't received many touches. 2 for 4 from the floor, 7 points by Timmy. It's been a perimeter-oriented type of game. How Gonzaga will come out and pull this one out, barring a miracle, up by 16 in the final 4 minutes. Texas Tech, Kevin McCullough showed up, 14 points, 9 rebounds, top scorer, top rebounder. He needs help, though. And without Terrence Shannon today, it was a tough game. Adonis Arms got the start in place of Shannon. He's got 10 points, but the front court having a lot of trouble going up against Gonzaga, which, considering you have Chet 7 feet, Drew Timmy 6'11", Kevin O'Banner, Bryson Williams, both 6'8", are the 2 forwards, and Bryson Williams had a tough game today. 2 for 10 shooting, 5 points by Bryson Williams, and not really much going on off the bench. 8 points from the bench by Texas Tech, and 17 points off the bench by Gonzaga. 10 by Watson, 7 by Hickman. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome back in here, man. We're just wrapping up this game in a couple minutes. 3:50 remaining second half. Timmy and Holmgren enter this game combining for around 32 points per game averaging this season. Today, they've only been held at 12. Stepping up the perimeter play in a big way. Rasir Bolton and Andrew Nembhard. Wow. So, Vaughn saw a report there that over on Instagram that NFL potentially could stop testing vaccinated players' coaches unless they show symptoms. So we get back to action. 3:45 remaining. Gonzaga up by 16. Texas Tech with the basketball. They drive down the lane, try to slow down a slam dunk by Nadolny. And Nadolny gets called for pushing off in the... It's going to be Santos Silva setting an illegal screen who gets called for the offensive foul. Mark Adams not happy about that call. 12 turnovers by Texas Tech. Gonzaga has possession. At the left corner, Watson. He is double-teamed. Watson passes, bounce pass, right corner. They move it out to the top. Bolton to Nembhard. Nembhard will slow it down. 6 assists today by Nembhard with 14 points. Passes left wing Strother back off to Nembhard. Nembhard attacks, kick out. Chet Holmgren going to get on the mix and take a 3. Missed though by Chet at the right corner. Rebound Red Raiders. 3:10 left to play. Down by 16 for Texas Tech. Spin move. At the left block, pass out to the free throw circle. Dribbles back outside McCullough. Off to Nadolny. Nadolny towards the right wing. Swings it out left corner. Pump fake. Into the key pro hop. Hook shot. Off the glass. No good. Pinwheels. Back to McCullough with the offensive rebound. 3 from the outside. Nadolny no good. Hit the rim short. And Texas Tech just 32% from 3 today. 6 for 19. 2:40 remaining. Just 1 point in the last 4 minutes by the Red Raiders. They've been back and forth today. They were hot at 1 point at the beginning of the second half, where they put this game winning a 4-point game at 1 point, and then they went stone cold once again. And Santos Silva reaches in. Third personal foul picked up by Marcus Santos Silva. Game clock will stop with 2:37. Texas Tech winning games, allowing on average 58 points per game in their victories. During their losses, they've given up a lot more. Only 1 loss entering this one. Driving, Holmgren, knocked out of bounds. It will still stay Gonzaga basketball. I think that graphic was supposed to be for Gonzaga. They had a Texas Tech graphic on it. Yeah, that was Gonzaga, because Gonzaga's playing multiple games. The Gonzaga's, when they've lost, they've given up over 80 both of their times. Duke and Alabama. Catch and fire 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound by Texas Tech, and Gonzaga holding Texas Tech to just 51. Driving off the glass and able to get it to go. Dahmer's arms up to 12. 2:08 left to play. And a timeout taken by Texas Tech. It will be a 30-second timeout. Rasir Bolton, Andrew Nembhard stepping up in a huge way for Gonzaga in this matchup. Chet Holmgren's got 11 rebounds. Texas Tech +1 in the glass, 36-35, and a type of game that the 3s have outweighed the 2s. That's why Gonzaga is up. Texas Tech, 2 more non-conference games, Eastern Washington, Alabama State, and then they're on to the Big 12. And things get tough. 3 ranked teams in a row. Iowa State, Kansas, and Baylor. 3 teams all inside the top 12. .208 left to play. Gonzaga will get the inbound. Holmgren has it past half court. Chet is double teamed. Passes out to the top to Bolton. Slides it out left wing off a double team to Nembhard. Texas Tech trying to force a steal. Nembhard gets it out of his hands down the far side. It goes out of bounds though. Looking for Anton Watson, and Texas Tech forces a turnover. 1:56 left to go. Texas Tech is looking for an immediate bucket. It will have to be a 3. Down by 14. Where they've struggled to connect, just 6 for 19 from the perimeter. Adonis Arms, though, has looked pretty sharp today. Getting called up in place of Terrence Shannon, who is listed out. Arms has made half of the 3s. He's 3 for 7 from the perimeter. So look for number 25 in this situation for Texas Tech to get open. .156 left to play. Texas Tech will get the inbounds. In the backcourt, inbounded to McCullough. McCullough at the top of the key. Stutter step drives. Down the lane, McCullough. You have to get a bucket up quickly here. They keep on holding the basketball. Now at the top, Arms thinking about a step back spin move. Down the lane, Arms finishes up and then off the window. It's good for 2. 12-point game. Minute 30 left to go. Texas Tech going to keep on looking to force stops here. Bolton, they'll slow it down with the basketball. Nemhard, off of a double team bounce pass. Bolton turns the corner drive, shovels it into traffic. It is picked up by McCullough with a steal. Texas Tech down by 12, looking for a response. Quick 3, they had an opportunity. Shake, bake move, left baseline dribble. Skip pass to the corner. They have it at the right corner perimeter. Now they'll move it outside. Pump fake McCullough. Drives. Floats up a shot off the glass. No good. Down in his belly. Gets up. Rebound off to Gonzaga. 1 minute left to play. Gonzaga by 14 in a game that the 3s have outweighed the 2s today. Nemhard attacks. Straight down the lane. Clear. Pathway and scores. D-Wade, what's good? Welcome on the stream here, man. Andrew Nemhard, 16 points. 13 of those coming into the second half with 6 assists, 3 steals. Been the go-to here in half number 2 for the Zags. They only score 69, but able to get it done through their defense against Texas Tech as it was a hard time today. Chet Holmgren, block number 2 at the rim as he denies Davion Warren. 25 seconds left to go. Nemhard will just dribble out the clock. It wasn't easy for Gonzaga. Texas Tech hung in there most of the game, but Gonzaga started to pull away in the second half as they pulled away to a 35-29 second half advantage, and Gonzaga will take the W today. 69-55 the final on neutral court at the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona over the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in on the stream here. Appreciate all for being a part here on the channel today. Before you do sign off, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, ring that subscribe as well. This was my only stream for today. I am out later tonight, so glad to be able to cover a game for you guys. Make sure to ring the notification bell so you do become notified when I do go back live for my next stream. I think it's going to be probably on Tuesday night. I'll be back for the NBA on Tuesday night. I'm out tomorrow for most of the day. I'm out tomorrow as well. But thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. Gonzaga gets the W. It's my first game I've covered Gonzaga this season. Number 5 team, nationally ranked, and doing it from their perimeter. It's Gonzaga as a team made 13 3-point shots, 42% from the outside today. Texas Tech struggled shooting, held to 38%, just 32% from 3, and 54% at the free throw line for Texas Tech, as it was a tough game without one of their top players, Terrence Shannon Jr. Hung in there, though, for most of this game throughout today. So we're going to sign off in just a moment, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday as we're going to close out to the channel members. So we get the channel members out here. As we got Jason, Cindy, Rajip, all that deuce, Russell, D-Block, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Beto, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahino, Joseph, Elkie, and GFR 90, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Isaiah, Man and Hades, Barco, Dave, Rides of Steel, and Kelly. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Gonzaga improves. Record of 9-2. Texas Tech drops their second game of the season. So they are now 8-2 on the season for Texas Tech, and looking like most likely going to be out of the top 25 come Monday. We'll see what happens with all the other games playing today. Who will get in the top 25 that's just outside. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by.